We all have a math story. Our math stories, you're either nervous seeing this on screen, or you're curious. But our math stories start way before we think about math. They start when we're children. They're informed by our parents, our caregivers, our teachers, our friends. That very first moment we experience mathematics. As we go and have our math journey, our stories are informed by our struggles with mathematics. Are we left to feel shamed? Are we made to feel less than when we do mathematics? And in general, most people that I have encountered have negative math stories. Their stories informed by experiences that made them feel like they couldn't do mathematics, so that when they encounter math in their continuing education, they hit a wall, they stop. And this is math trauma. This is the accumulation of all those negative experiences that we internalize and say, I can't do math. So what do? Put it in a box, dig a hole, bury it. No more math trauma. It's over there. I don't have to do math. Math isn't part of my lived experience. Math is something someone else does. I don't need it. Whoever solves for X? No one. So these are the stories that I'm told at a dinner party. I come in, people find out that I'm a math educator, and they feel the need to unburden themselves of their math story. Every once in a while, someone says, I love calculus, but overall, the stories I hear are that I'm bad at math, I hate algebra, I can't do mathematics. And so what I'm told over and over again is about these seminal experiences where students had some type of emotional reaction, a bad teacher, they struggled and felt alone. And so we, over the course of dinner, excavate their math stories and kind of just talk through the fact that we don't talk about math. We keep it buried and pretend. Well, I am a math educator, and I do believe that we are all capable of appreciating mathematics. And I do believe, whether or not you're going to ever solve an equation, that we engage in mathematical thinking on a daily basis. You want to fill your tank up with gas? Unless you have an electric car, what do? Round up, multiply by the size of your gas tank. Oh, you've done math. Have you solved an equation? No. You go to Costco. You don't want to spend more than $200. You either don't go to Costco, or you keep a tally of what's in your cart. That's mathematical thinking. You are doing algebra, actually, when you do that. The games that we engage in, that we like to play, and I realize this should have been Wordle, because that's the new game, they're all based on mathematical algorithms. As you stare at this slide, what's your brain doing? Grouping, organizing, trying to count the dots. You're engaging in mathematical thinking right now. Patterns are part of our lived experience. Our ability to recognize patterns is part and parcel of our humanity, and it's also mathematical thinking. The grouping of objects, the relationship between objects, that is mathematics. It's kind of one of the foundational aspects of math. The beauty in our world that we encounter, that we appreciate, we can recognize that there is an underpinning of mathematics in that. Whether or not we experience it directly is different. But what I really hope that you might take away from this particular talk is the next time you see a math equation, you realize that it's hiding its own bit of beauty. Thank you.